Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. On this episode, I just want to talk about two things that I find interesting, but they have no bearing necessarily. Just a fun episode, and I wanted to talk about my unpopular opinions or unpopular takes on things. Aha! So let's get into it. On the number one unpopular opinion is when it comes to Megxit and Meghan Markle and Harry leaving the royal family, I believe Harry is the problem. And I've talked about this severally, and a lot of people find it very unpopular because they find it easier hating Meghan Markle. I don't like her, Pia, but Harry is the problem. He is the bigger problem. And previously, there's an episode I did, I don't remember on what, but we talked about this. Harry, number one, should have the things that Meghan Markle was saying, I didn't know I had to, I didn't know I had to, and being told 30 seconds or 1 minute before having to bow to the Queen that you have to bow to the Queen by your husband or your boyfriend, they were just pointing me to the idea that Harry was just eager to cause chaos. He was just eager to make sure that Meghan came off negatively, especially with that you have to bow to my grandma, but I'm telling you a few minutes before you do. It doesn't make any sense. A lot of these things, a lot of the background of it should not even have been, someone else should not have been paid to teach Megan how to do this. Like she's saying about the anthem, when she was talking about the hymns and the songs for the church. These are things that your boyfriend or fiance or whoever he was at the time should have told you. And in my previous analysis, I pointed out to an instance where, let's say you're even going to a regular family, not a famous family, not even a rich family. Your boyfriend is taking you to meet his own family. They tell you, my mom is no nonsense, or she's this, that, and the next. They'll tell you, my dad, if you want to please my dad, you have to do one, two, three, and four. My sister is crazy. You don't listen to her. Like they give you some sort of background on each family member and tell you how you're going to act. Sorry, how you're going to act around their family. Like they give you this small briefs before you actually get to meet their family. So I'm like, you're going to meet one of the world's most famous family, and your boyfriend does not even take time to teach you or to let you know that there are things you should know. For me, that one, it didn't make any sense whatsoever. The second one was when it comes to Harry, me thinking Harry is the problem. If my boyfriend, or if I went to my boyfriend and I said, I'm having mental health issues, I'm struggling with my mental health, I'm finding it difficult maybe to connect with whoever it is, like I'm having a challenge. And then my boyfriend sits there and says, I don't know how to do this. I don't know. I didn't know where to go to get her. The fuck? It doesn't make any sense for me. Because the first thing you need to do is get your wife out of that situation. It's not even about protocol. It's not even about your wife threatens to throw herself. Of course, Megan was lying, and if she actually did it, it was so manipulative, knowing that Harry's mother had done a similar thing. That she's going to throw herself down the stairwell while she was pregnant. Like the first thing you do, fuck protocol. You go out there and get help. You go. It's not something that you just sit around and say, let's figure it out. Let's go to this. Let's go do that. So for me, I think to a great extent, Harry is the problem. Because after when the news came out that Megan gets what she wants. What Megan wants, Megan gets. That is a phrase that Harry used to tell people. That no matter the situation, no matter what was happening, if the wife wanted this, she was going to get it. And I'm like, what dynamic is this? I've been with boyfriends where you could push your weight around. You could do and say whatever you wanted to do. You could, like, it's something that they could let you get away with. Up to a point. Up to a point. It wasn't always. Like up to a point, kuna boundaries. And these are things that anyone in their right mind, when they're in a relationship with someone, they should be able to. Kuna boundaries. They're nonsense. There are things that are nonsensical that I'm not going to take. So my unpopular opinion in this is Harry is the problem. And he's always going to be the problem for me. Unpopular opinion two. I've not done something like this, so I'm finding it weird. Unpopular opinion two is trad wife content is an oxymoron. When you sit down, you watch this trad wives talking about my husband wanted to eat a goat, so I went and fertilized the sheep, sijui where, and then we came, sijui months later we are cooking, sijui my children wanted to eat this, but we didn't have this, but I have machinery worth millions of shillings that we is going to be able to make. Huh? It doesn't make any sense. Then the definition of a traditional wife is you staying at home, shutting the fuck up, and just doing what is required of you, cooking, making sure that your maid, your nini, your house is taken care of, doing all those things. At no point are you required to be on camera. At no point are you required to monetize your your traditional wife setup. Like it's an oxymoron. You're saying you're a traditional wife content creator. Hazipelekani. For me hiyo kitu hainimekiagi any sense. You can say you're cosplaying as one, but saying you're promoting traditional wifery and acting like traditional wives, and then these same traditional wives unapata they're running 94 businesses, and you're like, bruh, that is oxymoronic for me. And it's something that I don't think anyone can convince me otherwise. And it feels like it's just people taking advantage of a fad and trying to make money out of it. Unpopular opinion 3. Justin Bieber needs to grow out of it. I feel like Justin Bieber is trapped in the age that he became famous. Was he 12 or 13? I think he's trapped in that. He keeps acting out. Sisi wote tulikuwa watoto at some point, and we keep, like, we have grown out of it. Some things are still embarrassing. He needs to grow out of it. And whoever is following him with cameras, they need to stop. Anyang'anywe simu na kila kitu, aende afungiwe maybe kwa orphanage for some time. He needs to grow out of it. He's very talented. He has a very nice family. But he needs to just grow out of it. He needs a a positive male influence, and he needs to grow out of it. He needs to admit to himself that he's a grown up and start acting like a grown up. Because mali amefika, it's just pathetic. It's really pathetic where he's gotten himself into. Now he's going to lose it. Like he's going to lose everything if he keeps going on the same trajectory. He needs to take accountability for himself, and he needs to just grow out of it. Because manze, I can't, like I can't flip Instagram without seeing some videos of him sijui acting out and doing. He just needs to grow out of it. And the people that are saying it's not possible for someone with his level of fame to live a silent life, I will remind you of someone like Keanu Reeves, because he's way more famous than even Justin is. But these paparazzi, they know hata wakifollow Keanu, like nothing is going to happen that is going to be worth them following him. But with Justin, they know he's going to act out, he's going to bang the door on the wife's foot, he's just going to do something. So they know they are vultures. They know that they are going to get something out of it. When it comes to sasa kama hao kina Keanu Reeves, they know utamfuata for however long and he's just living his normal mundane life with no care. So Justin needs to grow out of it. Unpopular opinion 4. Kanye West has never been crazy. I've been that friend in my group of friends who is Tambo. I remember this. Tambo. I think 2013, 2014, when Kanye started acting weird. I was like, this man is not crazy. He's not mentally unstable. He's not bipolar. He's just stupid. Kanye West takes advantage of, like, the attention seeking. He takes advantage of the fact that he knows people will take anything he says is going to garner attention, and he will just keep doing it. And the funny thing is, he is yet to find the rock bottom. Like, he keeps, no matter how deep he's dug himself, he'll keep digging, and he'll keep coming up with scenarios and weird stories that they just continue giving him attention, continue making him the topic of discussion. And I don't think he's crazy. He's never been crazy. He knows what he's doing. And he's taking advantage of people thinking he's crazy, taking advantage of people thinking on some sort of medication, because Hollywood, everyone is medicated. But I don't think he's ever been crazy. And this is my opinion. I don't think he's bipolar. I don't think ni mtu mzima na akili zake tatu, and he's decided to thrive on attention. You have to create chaos so that he can get the attention that he needs. Unpopular opinion 5. These people who work online, but they never, like, they gatekeep what they're doing. You ask someone, what do you do? I work online. What do you do online? Like, is it something? And they gatekeep it. Those are scammers. No matter what. Hata kama umepata kasite kenye ni wetu kana kupatia pesa, you are a scammer. If you're gatekeeping these scenarios, especially, there's someone in our circle who gatekeeps this, and we are friends from childhood. Like, she knows we've suffered, she knows we've gone through problems, but she can never tell you what she actually does online. And you're like, every time you ask her, it's like an interrogation. And you're like, gatekeeping. For me, ni scammers. And I'm waiting for them to trend wakiwa wamefuatwa na FBI. Because as long as you're gatekeeping something online, especially from your close people that you've been close with, that is scamming. Unpopular opinion 6. Education is, especially the 844 system, is the doom of a lot of dreams. The structure of our education is not to empower, it's not to even grow people's talent, it's to mold them into some emotionless robot or something like that. And I will use the scenario that I used another episode on Liz Wanyoike's, the way she was talking about educating people na nini. It wasn't about giving you the information so that you can digest the information and come up, like, be innovators or be people who are creating structures, who are creating new ways to deal with the world. It's about molding you into a machine so that you can fit into some allocated areas where you just live a hopeless life. Na kuna mtu tulikuwa tunaargue naye about this a while back, kitambo, when nini was new, Nibs was new, and I was like, her mode of education and why most parents were leaning towards it, especially in the traditional side, is because they wanted their kids to be molded into a suit wearing monotonous person, and it was appealing for them. But what it does to a lot of people, especially, alikuwa na target a lot of kids wenye ulikuwa unaambiwa ati ni chaotic, a lot of kids who are outspoken, a lot of kids, people like that, people who in the current world are thriving, because majority of us who went through it for 4 system, we're not even, anyway, people who in the current system are thriving of their talents, of their being outspokenness, of everything, they're thriving in it. They were the ones who were being targeted by someone like Liz Wanyuike to be molded into upstanding, in quotes, upstanding human beings. Na saizi unaona someone who is getting on TikTok every day and shaking their behind and making way more money than you can ever make in a month. It's just like the current education system, it needs to be, and I'm talking about the world in general, it needs to be changed. The other day I was seeing a video of kids in Japan, and that they have banks for kids in Japan, like with the tiny desks, with the tiny counters and everything. They have for kids. And you're like, this is the type of system that maybe should be incorporated everywhere. Because a lot of things that we learn in school, unless you go to a specific field of work, they are not applicable in the general, like we are not taught about the general lifestyle. We're not taught about the general life skills. We just unafunzwa a lot of things that eventually you don't end up utilizing them completely. So the education system needs to be just changed, and we start something else. The final unpopular opinion is charging people 10,000, and this is for influencers in Kenya. Charging people 10,000 to do 15,000 so that you can teach them how to make money. For me, comes off as scammy. There are two influencers that I follow, and I love their content. I love the things that they talk about, and one of them, she charges people to teach them actual things that will make them money. It's like courses. Mnasomeshwa na watu different ways that you can make money either via MMF na nini vitu kama hizo. So it's generally, she's consolidated people with skills. She's also consolidated avenues through which people can have this discussion, and she charges you for that, for you to be able to connect with these people, to link with these people, and they can teach you how to open accounts na nini. And her target market also ni watu, because unaona sasa kama watu wanaitwa dollar millionaires and things of that sort, ni watu are earning some specific amount of money. And then there's influencer number 2. The other day she had posted that she was charging people, I think 15K, if I'm not wrong, for some sort of meetup. It's not even a class, meetup, where you think you're going to sit maybe for, I think, the whole day or something, or half a day, and they are going to teach you how to monetize your social media accounts. And I'm like, who are your target people? Because personally, yes, I'm a content creator, but I don't have 10K to spare for a day event where you're going to teach me how to monetize my accounts. Am I losing it? Because me, like, this is an entire scam. Because I can go online, if it's on Spotify, I can see how to monetize it, and I monetize it. If it's YouTube, I can see how to monetize it, and I do that. Vitu kama hizo, like, I can be able to see that. But 10K, manze, but it feels scammy. And then I feel like they're also sort of gatekeeping peer. And I know this is coming from a privileged perspective, from a naive is the better word, from a naive perspective, because I'm thinking, if you're able to grow from a small content creator to be the content creator that you are right now, and you're constantly telling us you're earning 600K per ad or whatever, why are you charging us 10K for you to teach us the same things that you learned yourself? Because I would understand if you're going to teach me how to, maybe what companies to look out for when I want to monetize or things of that sort. But you're just charging me to teach me how to monetize things. Like, anyway, those are my unpopular opinions. And I hope it was fun for you as it was fun for me. And it's an interesting. Imekuwa all over, everywhere, like from the royal family to content creators to the education system to everywhere. Anyway, see you in the next one.